I don't normally do this at the beginning of a video, but we talk about The Last of Us Part 2, chock full of spoilers for about 12 minutes, so go ahead and skip all of that.
It cuts to, like, Abby's perspective. I'm like, God, don't do this. Please don't do this.
Like,
don't make me like, no. And then, of course, over the series of 25 hours, like 25 hours of gameplay, you get to understand how Abby works, how she went through a bunch of stuff too.
It took me at least 30 hours to get through her gameplay because I kept accidentally getting her killed. I mean, it was just awful how many times she took a bullet to the head.
I just hated that thing. One of the last things you had to do as Ellie before you take over Abby for a bit. Right in the that one area right before the cutscenes. I don't want to. There's like two people who haven't played it. I don't want to hit spoilers, but I don't think Jack or Diego
I'm
are
never
going to
play it.
What about you, Dave?
You're never gonna play it?
No,
I'm never going to play it either.
Cool. Anyway,
Why not?
So there's a bunch of dogs that attack you throughout this game. So you're in this hallway and another dog attacks you. So
100%.
And you stab the shit out of the dog. Cool. You move on with your life. And then you go to Abby's side, and that dog is your friend, and you're now playing fetch with it, and feeding it, and giving it pets, and you know what's going to happen X amount of time in the future.
Every single dog you meet at, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, all of the dogs that you meet in that little kennel area at the stadium, I'm pretty sure all of them are dead by the end of the game. All of them. Just every single one of them.
You as Ellie.
I killed them.
It's beginning to look a lot like fuck that.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best part of the game was seeing how many bodies Tommy stacked. Or is it Tommy? His Joel's brother.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy, yes. Just seeing the room full of body bags.
Yeah.
Just all of that. And then the section when you're like at the docks or whatever, the marina, and Tommy's sniping at you, that's a hard I was playing on hard difficulty. That's a hard section.
Yeah.
Like I was like, fuck you, Tommy. Like, Jesus Christ. And then, of course, Tommy shoots Manny in the fucking head. And I'm like, God. God. Gonna have to kill.
Deserved it.
And then, I'm like, yeah, Manny wasn't that great of a person. But, like, I was like, shit. And then that little next encounter that you have with Tommy in that really dark, like, diner area, I was scared, dude. I was like, where the fuck is he? Like, am I going to have to kill him? Like, I took like probably 10 minutes to wipe that entire thing. And I'm like, is he just not here?
You know that you're not going to kill him because you're still technically in the past.
Yeah, you're still, I get it. But just like, because I don't know what Tommy went through. Because, you see Tommy for like 4 seconds and then he gets shot in the face. And I'm like, all right, well.
That's not Tommy.
And then, or I don't know if the game. The
other guy who his name I can't remember.
Jesse.
Yeah, that's
Jesse. That guy. The Dina's kid's dad.
Yeah,
and then
I will be clear about this. Joel was absolutely right to stop that man from cutting out Ellie's brain. He was a surgeon, not a virologist or a fungal specialist. He had no ability to synthesize or mass produce a cure. And on top of all of that, if you're looking to produce a lot of something, you need a lot of samples, and you don't kill the thing that is producing the samples.
Yeah, it was founded on like a very pseudoscientific premise, and I'm like, yeah, Joel did the right thing. But then, of course, Ellie's going to go through her entire life thinking that she had a purpose, and then that didn't go well.
Although even if every part of that premise was true, the fact that they didn't give Ellie the choice means that they were in the wrong 100%.
Right. I think here's the thing about the show, the season 2 of The Last of Us, like the show, I through the sections of the game that are covered in the show, I honestly think that the show did very, very well. And
Mhm.
actually made it a little bit more emotionally compelling. Like, people are kind of like shitting on season 2 because they don't like the actress who plays Ellie, which fuck all of those people. Yeah, that this person isn't hot. Are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck? Go die. All you
Touch
die.
grass.
Touch grass and die. And I'm just like, well, I watch it and I'm like, God.
And that is RGM's hot take, that anyone who doesn't like the actress for Ellie because she's not hot enough should go touch grass and die. That is the official stance of the Stormrunner YouTube channel.
Put a fucking Chiron. Put a Chiron down at the bottom. We are in favor. I want a Chiron. I want a fully animated like news intro. Just in steel painted font.
And speaking of,
part of me wants to give this to you. The other part of me, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make you learn how to go into Adobe whatever animator and
don't worry about that. I already know how to do all that. The only thing that's stopping me is I just don't want to. Know that I am fully capable of doing this for you. It would take me next to no effort. I'm just not going to.
So yeah,
and a long time ago.
No, we're still missing Trev.
We're still on this. I'm not done talking about Last of Us Part 2. So I play.
We have some opinions.
So okay, so number one, I think maybe the best boss fight in the entire game is when you're Abby and you're playing against Ellie.
Yeah, 100%.
And Ellie is terrifying to play against.
Oh,
and
yes.
I realized that, you're not. Me playing as Ellie, you don't see me until I'm there. You do not see me until I'm grabbing you and stabbing you with my somehow indestructible little tiny switchblade. Like I was like looking around this dark ass room, and I was like, "Where the fuck is she?" I do my listening mode, can't see her, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. That all the NPCs that I've killed don't hear me coming until I'm right there, unless I start sprinting."
I remember turning a corner and watching the little bitch put down a trap. I'm like, "You son of a bitch!"
I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Those are my traps you're wasting.
The one thing that I could do, well, because I and honestly, I
really... And she plays like you do, right?
Yeah. I'm like a pussy. I'm just like I'm going around the edge. I'm playing on high difficulty, man. I'm not going out in front of anybody, even though I do have a shotgun. And like I'm gonna sneak around. I'm gonna use my bow.
You're gonna stealth archer it, basically.
Yeah. And I'm just like, me as Abby, I'm like, Abby's playstyle is completely different. She's not really suited for stealth. She can do it, but until you get the crossbow like 2/3 of the way in, you really don't have a quiet way to do it unless you can somehow find canisters to make silencers. So like I'm using her main ability, which is the momentum ability. You pick up a bottle and like chuck it at a dude and then run up, immediately ice him, and then ice the dude that's next to him. And then do that infinitely. Go back into stealth, come out, throw a thing. So I'm just like, okay, well, I can't see her to throw something at, and I don't have any ammo left because I just have this gun. Okay, what do I do? Okay,
you try to attack her.
Oh, she just
God forbid you ever try to tackle Ellie, which I may or may not have done several dozen times.
Well, the game, the first tooltip that it gives you is do not fight her head on. Do not. You will die. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't really know how to do anything else in this character, so I guess we're just gonna sit in this corner.
How you doing?
And that's the thing, and it makes total sense as to Tristan, because I knew that Ellie plays like you do, because the game learns how you play as Ellie, then you play against yourself, pretty much. I'm like, I go, okay, I start doing my Ellie tactics as Abby, being like, okay, I'm going to wait for this person to come to me. I'm going to see her. But then, no. Ellie isn't going anywhere. She is doing the exact same thing I'm doing on the other side of the room. So I'm like, okay, I guess I have to go and find her. She put 2 down. I died to both of them. I walked around a corner. I heard a dee dee, and I go, all right, well. Then I start getting mad. So I'm like, I go, okay, well, screw all this noise. I'm going to try to draw her out. So I start throwing stuff. Nope. She's not going to go over towards a random glass shattering noise. Nope. Because I don't do that. So I'm like, okay, why do I do this then? It turns out I'm just like, I just have to like completely flip my entire strategy and like go and like I sneak up behind her somehow. And I do it a couple of times. And then Lev, the little shit, like shoots Dina, and I'm like, no, she's pregnant. And then Abby picks up the Dina and puts a knife to her throat, and I'm like, no, she's pregnant. Me? Fuck no. I'm playing too many people in this situation. Who do I like? And then smash cut, Ellie back at like a beautiful house with Dina and the baby, and I'm just like, oh, is this just the end of the game? I'm like, oh, does it just end here? No. Then Tommy comes up. Sorry, I'm ranting. Then Tommy comes up and is like, I found her in Santa Barbara. And then every bone in my being is like, Ellie, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You almost died several times fighting against Abby. You are going to die. And then like taking Abby off the crucifix or whatever the fuck she was tied up on, and then they have the horrible fist fight in the water, and I'm like, I had to like pause and like take a second. I'm like, what am I doing? What are either of you doing? What are we doing?
And it turns out nothing.
Nothing. They're doing nothing. They're just two tiny people.
Was pointless the entire time.
Well, yeah, that's because
the initial revenge was pointless. The entire arc was pointless, and the end was pointless because everybody was wrong.
Then, yeah, Ellie goes back to an empty house, and I'm like, all right, good job, Ellie. Like, yeah, you fucked everything up. Okay, now you don't have any fingers anymore, so like, have fun playing guitar. That little last guitar riff where you couldn't play the song because you're missing your ring finger and your pinky finger, and you can hear where her muscle memory is as you're doing the stupid little QuickTime event. And a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
You're welcome.
Wow.
I feel like that's gonna need to be bleeped.
I think we might bleep that one. I don't know. I leave that up to Kyle. Kyle makes the editorial decisions for this channel.
Honestly, now now believe, considering all of the reactions, it would be so much funnier if it was bleeped.
Yeah. Well, that's because beep. Who doesn't beep? And everybody silence. A long time ago.
There was no silence.
It was immediate.
It
You
was
hard cut.
immediate.
Oh, hang on. I need a second. Oh, God.
Tyler needs to recover. Did you
wait.
just snarf?
No.
Yeah.
I have. It's not coming out of my nose though. That might be what you're hearing. Hang on. We need to interrogate this. Jessa, where is it? Where is it written that Druckmann is a? Hang on. I needed to Google this.
He's
You
pretty
really-
open about it.
You don't. You have all week to have these conversations.
Where's your work? Oh,
Sorry.
1 second.
Oh. Tyler over
Oh.
here, like, I don't need to GM, I need answers!
Well, while he's muted, and because he'll never actually come to this, anyone who has ideas for wedding gifts for him and Matt, let's start chatting. You all know my capabilities. I have one good idea so far.
And I'm
To be
backing
fair,
it. It's a good idea.
That good idea stemmed from an okay idea, but that was never going to happen.
I don't know what this idea is.
That's
My
all right.
boyfriend has a really great idea. I really liked your idea, Kyle. But I so wanted to tell you guys the story of me getting it to him because he burned me so bad that I had to walk home from our brunch. I was so humiliated.
Well, I'm very interested now,
Well,
and
I don't
your
know.
opinion actually weighs more than everyone else's.
Oh no! I said. So Robert, the guys want. I said the guys want to know. We're getting something for Tyler. I said the guys want to know if you like this idea. And I looked at it. I actually looked at it, and I was like, he's not going to understand anything about achievement unlocked. He doesn't. He's not a gamer, so he would not understand that at all. I said, oh, never mind. It's too nerdy. And then I said to him, and since you think I'm a quote unquote fucking dork. He never said that, but I was like, since you think I'm a quote unquote fucking dork, you'll never get this. I'll never show it to you. He's like, when have I ever said that? Beat to your face. And I'm like, oh. Because he does call me a dork quite a bit, but he's never called me a fucking dork. And I felt really burned. I was like, okay, well, I'm leaving. Here's some money for the check.
Technically, a dork is a whale penis, right? So they should be fucking.
I got.
That's what they're for.
Well, I felt pretty bad, but he got me good. He patted himself on the back, and has one on me forever now. Anyway.
Oh, he's downstairs. Okay, he's coming back up. Stop the conversation. Welcome back, Tyler.
What happened?
We were talking about you behind your back.
What? I deafened and muted myself. You
Yeah,
could've
but
talked.
just in case you came back mid-sentence, I didn't want you to hear anything, so I tossed you down there. So I saw you unmute and talk to yourself for about 4 seconds, and then drug you.
So we got the plan ready then? Our plan is ready to go.
Okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
The best
Are
part is
people
you
afraid?
you actually have no idea if I'm just fucking with you, or that's actually a thing we just did. Because there's a non-zero chance I kicked you out of the channel just to have this conversation.
Roll for destiny. I'm not doing this shit. God
The universe agrees with me. Not everyone else, though. Calm down, kids.
jeez.
Calm down, kids.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, God, if you're there.
You know I am. I'm always.
We're and
This
and
is a
by
cold
God,
and
I
lonely
do-
universe.
We're missing one person.
Just
Right.
Trev.
No, we're not. Actually,
Trev?
Yeah, Trev.
No, I'm here.
No,
Gotta roll
as
your
in
destiny,
rolling
buds.
for destiny.
Oh, criminy. Sorry.
Thank you for clarifying, Jessica. I now know. What you mean.
That's my thanks for letting me know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Okay. Well, we rolled for destiny, and it's kind of cool. We have 9 destiny points to play with. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and
pretty
get
even.
started here with us.
All right. This is coming out of left field, but I think I need to make a FetLife account.
A what?
What?
We're gonna move on.
We
Joe opened up that requires a link to your FetLife profile. and
Sure.
I'm
I don't.
like, Okay.
I don't know what Sniffies is, but I know what Fat Life is. I don't know if that tells you anything about my personal life.
Anyways.
Sniffies, where you can see a lot of cock that's Trev's age.
Oh my god! My cock is fresh! I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright.
Can we
Everybody
move
do a
on?
cycle. Everybody, let's do a cycle.
This is just getting worse and worse.
Let's do a second lobotomy. Everybody figure out where this energy is coming from. It might be from me. I don't know.
It is a mixture of you and Trev,
Oh, okay.
and therefore
I'm
it is
sorry.
the demons that possess you.
No more sex talk. I have a much more dynamic life than that.
None of us believe you.
He at least spends some of his time listening to Star Wars real plays.
We don't know what else he was doing while he was listening.
I mean, he is a giant nerd, so maybe it gets him in the mood to, you know.
Yeah.
Just nobody asked for us.
Oh, I'm
Nobody
gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
Why are we so full of beans tonight? It needs to
Oh
stop.
my god.
Okay. Kyle's getting upset. He's pinging me. All right, so here we go. Let's start playing. So, you are currently in the middle of the cutting fields, and I want to set the stage here for you, tone-wise.
Oh yeah, I need to up my character stuff.
Oh, me too.
You are sitting in the middle of the cutting fields, having just destroyed the opposing team's speeder. Remind me, what method did you use to destroy the speeder?
Didn't
If I
we
remember
just
correctly, we used
glue
Lina.
them? Yeah, didn't Lina just glue gun them and they crashed?
For sure. Yeah. All right. That makes sense to me. You are surrounded by a very dangerous environment for humanoids. As you are all as you are in this moment, right at the start, speeder has crashed. The beacon that you're here to find is dead ahead of you, further into the cutting fields themselves. Automated cutting laser drones going over and across. Smoke, just toxic and noxious, just billowing out of these large sort of ships that are just strewn about in this field. What are you and your team going to do at this very moment?
Hey,
Cam
Tyler,
is
can
going
I
to ask
make
a very important question.
Sure, Jack.
Do we want to circle back, see if we can find their markers?
Sure.
Probably.
Why not?
If they're not destroyed, even one's worth the few minutes it'll take.
Let's go.
Hey, Tyler, can I go ahead? How many times have we changed scenes since the last time I was here?
1, 2, 3 times.
can I make 3 cool rolls to try and recover some of my strain?
Yes, that sounds fair to me.
We should also cool rolls for the Indian combat last session.
That's 2
And yes,
for
so
me.
make it 4.
That's 1 for me.
All right, am I missing any
Why I
stress?
did it that way? Because it should have been.
No, I'm not.
this.
I'm good.
Oh, hey, that's a triumph. What can I do with that?
Good question. I don't believe that there's any specific spend for strain recovery with a...
Nope.
It just acts... I believe it just acts like a success. So it'll be... Yeah, so 2 strain there on that one.
Okay. And then last one. And, Lina, could you hit me with a stim pack?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Pulls one out of her
Alrighty.
bag and reloads her belt while she's at it.
All right.
Okay, back to full.
Perfect. We'll say that happened sort of because we had a little bit of a rest period. We'll say that all that happened before our current session start. Okay, so the 6 of you are sitting in your speeder. You're currently zooming ahead of you towards your objective. What are we doing?
We are turning around and heading to the crash site.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna see if we can recover.
Sounds good.
Can we
So
s-
I am. Yep.
Can we spend a light side point to say that their thing survived?
Well, let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to ask for a piloting check here. You are making a quick U-turn in a very hazardous area. Give me just one moment. Currently going at your max speed, which I believe you used a full throttle action, so you're currently going at speed 4. Give me one moment here.
We're going at speed, huh?
4.
I don't think we are, actually. I don't think I made that
Oh.
roll.
Oh!
That-
Then,
That seems
just
way
speed
too
3 then.
fast.
Sounds good. All right, speed 3 here. I will say go ahead and make me a. I'll say difficulty 2, piloting planetary. I'm going to add 2 setback to you. One for the environment. Well, yeah, actually both for the environment here.
Okay, 2 setback. I removed 2.
You add
was
a
the
bonus
difficulty?
dice because you have 1 handling on this ship. So 1 boost
Yeah.
die.
That's right.
And-
Get a boost.
What was the difficulty?
2.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Sensational.
You turn the speeder around in short order. You make it back to the crash site. You see no bodies have survived. All of their gear has sort of crumbled up in a mess. Their speeder, I'm going to spend a dark side point. Their speeder does not have any. It seems to be like Coke canned, crushed against this large end of a ship that it crashed into. If you would like to try a salvage action here, I would allow that. It would be a roll here if you can try to find a little tablet among this wreckage, and it is going to take some time.
I mean, they were our primary competition, weren't they?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Because these weren't the bird
Okay.
claw. These were some of the because you had like
Oh.
5 left. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
3 other people left other than the bird claw. This is one of those 3.
Gotcha.
All right. Are we going to go ahead and pile through the wreckage?
I believe so. What's the roll going to be?
Good question. Let's double check here.
If we can ask.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and send up the recon remote to have aerial view and make sure no one else is coming towards us.
Gotcha. In order to pull through this wreckage here, I will take either athletics or skullduggery agility with setback.
I can help with athletics.
Or I'll even take a perception. Yeah.
Gonna say, can I do perception? Cause,
Yeah.
how many setback?
For the perception check, I'm gonna add 2 setback to it,
Okay.
due to the state of the wreckage, and it's gonna be difficulty 3.
Oof. Okay.
That's a failure, unfortunately. You begin sort of crawling through this wreckage here. This is taking up precious time here for you. You're crawling through, trying to see. You get into sort of the skidded, meal that was the crew of this speeder, and you attempt to find this the tablet. You are unable to locate it. You do find what looks to be the remnants of a beacon. It's smashed into two dozen pieces. But it looks to be broken to the point of not being able to be recovered.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hop back down. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can get out of this. It's smashed to pieces.
Alright, I recall the recon remote. Let's go.
Alright. Y'all go ahead and get back on the ship.
I was only one person looking.
Can we look more? But the beacon was smashed.
A beacon was smashed.
Eh.
Up to
I
you.
mean, I could give it a
They
shot.
would have all
Another
been
person
inside the tablet, so the same way ours are inserted in our pad. Stands to reason that they were also inserted in their pad. Which means if it was enough damage to break it open and knock a beacon out to break the beacon.
Yeah.
Is that accurate, GM?
To your understanding, yeah. So any beacon, in order for it to be in order for it to count towards your total, has to be inserted into your tablet.
I was talking about the forces necessary and whatnot.
The force is necessary.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, it's possible that. I mean, this thing is crinkle canned. I mean, it's compressed.
They were going
was on
full
fire.
speed, weren't they?
Yeah, they were going your speed. So they were sitting at speed 3, and they ran headfirst into a embankment, essentially. So there's not much left to even say what it could be a speeder. The only reason why you know it was a speeder is because it was the same speeder that was chasing you.
All right, then. Let's get going, and I'll make that full throttle action.
All right, sounds good.
Make up for lost time.
Full throttle sounds good. That action. Is that a talent that gets on your sheet, or let me see.
Yep.
Oh yes, first full throttle. Make a hard piloting check to increase top speed by 1 for a number of rounds equal to cutoff. Okay, we'll go ahead and abstract that here. Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and make a difficulty 3 piloting check. This is piloting planetary. Again, there's 2 floating setback die to any piloting checks while within the cutting fields. That is of no concern to you because you get rid of them.
I will spend 1 light side point to gain a second yellow die.
Sounds good.
Oh.
All right. Two threats. Okay.
Do we still need to have the combat music going?
Not really, but I like it. Yeah, sure. We can go ahead and change it here. No. All right. So you continue moving on through the cutting fields, slaloming through these laser canyons. You begin coming towards. You're continuing to head forward. You see in front of you, there are 2 scrap pillars. You see that what looks to be a mobile salvage barge, kind of a big sort of hulker that's barely even able to maintain atmospheric flight. It's deploying what looks to be these big saw blades in order to into a narrow corridor, disassembling old ship plating on both sides of these, both sides of the canyon here. You see these two pillars begin falling in front of you. You currently have no way to peel out of this area. The canyon walls on either side of you are too high. I am going to inflict a piloting challenge on you.
All right, let's fucking go.
Yeah. I am going to go ahead and... Yeah, you're able to make it through the plasma curtain. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to ask for another difficulty 3 piloting check. I'm going to spend a dark side point to upgrade the difficulty by 1. So you're rolling 1 red, 2 purple.
All right. I will spend a light side point to roll a second yellow.
All right.
And away we go.
Ooh, it's a despair.
But it is a success.
A success with a despair.
Interesting.
These sort of whining pillars of metal falling in front of you. Cam, describe to me what happens when you go into your full focus mode. What are you feeling? What are you experiencing?
Cam is in a flow state. Piloting is what she do.
Gotcha.
So, she sees the pillars start to fall and just immediate quick reactions in her head. She just coaxes a little bit more out of the engines to get the speed necessary to duck under them before they collapse.
Gotcha. You you slam it full drive, going at this at speed 4. You get the fuselage just underneath the pillar. You feel the pillar clip your central back engine. You take... I'm rolling a D3. D4, rather. Ooh, okay. You take 4 points of hull drama. Minus your armor. So that is 3.
Oh, it's just 3? Then we'll
So
to 6.
just 3 points, yeah. So up to 6, yep. The, okay. I'm going to go ahead and inflict. Alright. I'm going to spend another dark side point. Who is in the co-pilot's chair?
That would be Lina.
Yeah.
Lina, you see that your central engine is currently experiencing what they call in the business an oopsie, and it is currently riding twice its recommended operating temperature. In order to prevent an overload of that central engine, I'm going to inflict a mechanics check on you. Or I suppose here, this would be... Okay, so I'm going to give you a choice here. It's going to be either computers or mechanics. It's going to be mechanics if you go and try to fix primarily the engine, which involves going on top of the ship as you're going at speed 4. Or you can try to make a computers check to try to route it through manually on the very limited computer systems that you installed on the ship.
She's a mechanic first and foremost. She could fix it faster. Yep, if it's on the back, there's a seat back there. She's going to clamber up on top of Tam and start working.
Okay. I am going to ask for... a coordination check as you stand up and get... Not fully, but start climbing over into the back seat.
I want to help with that coordination check if I can, just to represent me holding on to her.
Yeah, that's exactly why I picked the way I worded it.
Oh, good.
Okay. You are able to provide trained assistance. However, you and Lina both have the same training in coordination.
That is not true.
Okay.
Lina does not have a yellow in coordination. Tam does.
Yes, I do.
Lina does, yeah.
Not a. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Ha!
Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm going to ask for a coordination check. This is going to be difficulty 3. I'm inflicting 2 setback.
I don't roll anything, right? I just add a boost die, correct?
I think yes. In this case, well, let me hang on. Let's look at the assistance, because I think it's either one or the other. So if you have training in it, it's trained assistance. But if you're not providing untrained assistance because you have training in it.
Got it.
So yeah, there wouldn't be a boost die added to this.
So I would just roll?
No. You assisting
Literally
has no effect, essentially, because you are both as good at
That
coordination.
is such
Got
a
it.
bullshit thing of this game. Like,
Yeah.
we're actually both pretty good at it, so just stand and watch. Like,
Yeah.
who designed that?
I got it. Okay.
Fucking retcon that.
All right.
Alright.
Diff 3.
You tell him.
Diff 3, 2 setback. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Upgrade with light.
'Kay.
No boost. Well, this is just not going to happen. Oh shit, it happened.
Wow. All right.
Fuck. Oh shit.
Lina scrambles over the back of her seat, clambering on top of Tam. She's basically like lying halfway across him. Getting into position to work.
All right. What am I going to do with those 3 threat? Let's see.
Restrain.
I'm sure there's better options.
Trying to help.
I need my
Vehicle
strength.
combat. All right. Minus. Yeah. Minus. Against vehicle for 1 turn. All right. So I'm going to take those threats as an increase of difficulty for your next check. This mechanics roll. You are going to be doing it still with a setback of 2, but with this mechanics roll, you get rid of setback. It is going to be difficulty 3. I'm going to upgrade 1 with threat, and then I'm going to spend a dark side to upgrade it a second time. So you're rolling diff 3 with 2 upgrades.
Okay. You didn't. Oh, you flipped it back. I'm gonna flip.
All right.
And I used my free reroll already. Yep. Got nothing else. Send it.
Wow.
Triumph.
That is a
Success
triumph.
advantage and triumph.
Can we use that to repair some of the damage to the ship?
You butt out of what that can be used for. Let's see.
What's superior repairs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell me what that does.
It technically gives a boost die for using the engine. So one would think it would be a boost die on the pilot, but item gains superior quality for 1 session. So our speeder now has
Well,
the
that's-
superior quality.
I don't think that's applicable.
Why not?
It's not an. It's
And
not
it's
an
so
item.
good she fixed it better than it was before.
All right. Yeah, flavor-wise, we can say that. It's not going to have a mechanical quality to it.
Yeah, if I'm doing a fix, instead of making it superior, all that, I'd like to spend the advantages and triumph to reduce hull by 2 and strain by 1. This way, some of the damage stays, but
I'll take that deal. Yeah, that works. Lina,
about you,
tell me
Univision?
exactly what
Take
you
that
do as
deal?
you. Huh?
Nothing reference.
The go ahead and describe to me what Lina does as to repair this.
yeah. So as she crawls back there's obviously a giant gouge in the side of the engine, which is nothing we can do about that at this moment. But she can see the loose part that's causing the short. So she reaches in with a plastic-handled tool and just kind of pokes that part back. Gets a little shock. Obviously, the damage is going to stay in the hole. She can't patch that up. So basically, yeah, she got that connection back on. And she slides back on, and she's basically now straddling Tam and just... I just gotta move back over. And then she realizes she almost fell out of the first time. I might have to just sit here.
I'm waiting for a long. I'm waiting for a long time for this, babe. Yeah. I'm waiting for a long time.
Tam, I will shoot you.
Crash the speeder. It's not worth
it. You do hear Kyback's over the Tam, I will shoot you.
Alright, Captain.
Okay. You continue.
It'll be the death. It'll be worth it. Totally worth it.
Tam draws her sidearm.
I will turn this shit around.
He gets quiet real quick.
Tam, hands on the wheel.
What was that, Vale?
Put your sidearm. Yeah.
Vale didn't say anything.
Vale didn't
thought I heard
say
you
that.
try to say
Okay.
something.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and continue flying forward. You begin getting into range of the proximity sensor. You see that it has gone from its general fix to its your ding 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 ding, and you see the commentators fly back on the screen. Well, looky here, we have the Rix's Wreckers heading through the cutting fields. Man, oh man, that's a good pilot. Let's get a close-up on that. Oh my goodness, what is going on in that back seat? Looks like getting freaky with it. Let's get sensors.
Yes, the camera picks up someone with a really big smile on their face. Well, actually, we have a mask
behind the helmet. All right, let's give the Wreckers what they're asking for. Here comes a beacon, and you see flying above you a massive Star Destroyer. Whoa! Being held up by dozens of cranes. These crane ships that are using anti-grav assist in order to get this big sort of triangular section of a Star Destroyer. About 1,000 meters in front of you, you see they drop it. Sort of digs into the dirt, dust kicks up, and you immediately see that the fix on the... This is so fucking badass. I can't believe I wrote this. Alright. You see, making a makeshift ramp, the triangular portion of the Star Destroyer sticking out at the end of the sort of quote-unquote ramp. You see, hanging on a little thing, a little hook, you see a flashing beacon all the way at the top of this massive ramp. You know what to do, Jack.
Yes, I do. Let's fucking go.
All right, I am going to ask for a final piloting check. I am going to make it a difficulty 3. I am going to inflict 3 setback on this. The third setback is for just how bonkers this is.
Okay, I'm going to use my sense danger.
Right.
I can remove 2 setback dice from any one skill check once per session.
Oh yes.
Gotcha. You sure you want to use that now?
Oh.
I mean, it's... Okay, Jack, what is the roll if I don't use this? I forget to use this all the time.
I am going to be using a light side point, so it'll be 2 yellow, 2 green against 3 purple, assuming there is not an upgrade. And there is going to be a boost.
And you're going to use a light side point,
There's
correct?
1, and because I'm inflicting 3, with any piloting check, Cam removes 2 setback die.
Oh,
So it's just going to be 1 setback.
Yeah, then I'm not going to bother.
Okay, cool.
Ken's already doing what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Remember that you get a boost die.
So, are you going to increase difficulty?
I will.
Okay.
Of course he is.
And I will spend a light side point. As we just maintain this equilibrium, apparently, like good Jedi that we are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see here. Is there anything else I can do? I need to add that one setback back in. Okay, so I've got... I'm just going to make sure everything. 2 yellow, 2 green. That's right. 1 red, 2 purple. And 1 boost, 1 setback.
Yes.
How many
Here we go.
dice?
I'm
That
going
is
to
an
use the
even-
speeder's
Yep.
ability to re-roll any piloting check once per session.
All right, that is a flat failure. Just nothing in positive or negative to that. Let's go ahead and re-roll. The repair
All right.
engine kicking back into life.
Wow,
Are you
they
serious?
Don't you also have the ability to reroll a piloting check?
Not planetary.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Can we
man.
spend a light side point to let him re-roll that?
I don't believe that's a spend for a light side point there, friends.
I don't think so either.
No.
All right.
This is just wild. It perfectly canceled out both times. No advantages, no disadvantages.
Yeah.
There aren't even technically any failures on the board.
What I will do is I will call in a dark side point. If you're as you're heading up a 30-degree incline on the speeder, your engines are not doing the job. You see that you get down to speed 3, speed 2, speed 1, and you're just slowly going up this hill. All right, looky here. What a massive anticlimax. It looks like the poor little engines of that thrown together speeder are just hiccuping into life. All right.
Kybax?
This,
Yes.
Do you have your jetpack?
Unfortunately, Tyler, you motherfucker!
I was about
I'm gonna shit in your litter box and leave you confused for weeks.
to twist that knife. Twist it.
We are on a 30-degree incline, though.
we are.
Can I get out and push?
Line,
You
just from the speed we were going in the incline, line is completely latched onto Tam, head on his shoulders. No.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Kybex is going to try and get out and push.
Okay. You're gonna get out and push?
Yeah.
All right. What's Cam doing as you suddenly lose all this speed?
Why did we stop?
Are we going down below speed 1?
You are sitting. You are going. Yeah, you're not slow. You are slowing down still. Yes.
Okay, so
So
question.
you're going basically walking speed. Yeah.
We're on a timer right now.
Yep.
Right now, yes?
Mhm.
Okay. So after we win, we don't have to go anywhere. We can technically be picked up.
No. The speeder is going to take you to the finish line too.
You never mentioned a finish line before now. This is new information.
Ah, fuck.
That is true.
What I will say. Let me redact my previous answer. You are unsure because the only way that
Why
you know
am
that
I unsure? We were told the rules.
What rules? Yeah. Tell me your understanding, and we can understand.
The
that we're
goal
doing the same thing.
was to
Yeah.
find the most beacons within the time limit. There was no mention of bringing them back anywhere at all.
Okay.
There was the. I understood that we're supposed to bring them back to that big ship.
Yes. So the ship, the floating broadcast center. I
This is
mentioned.
the first I've heard of it.
So I think it was two sessions ago. We mentioned because you guys were all. It was either last session or the session before. We were talking about, okay, well, what do we do? Like, do we have to keep going? And I had mentioned that you guys were like, well, can we head back to where we went to build the ships? And I mentioned that the end of the games is signified by the ship, the broadcast center, landing. And while I don't believe I specifically mentioned that you had to go back. That is sort of what I have planned.
I think we were told we had to take our tablet with all beacons installed and like insert it into something on the broadcast ship.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
At any rate,
I have it. So I do have my little like weird note sheet up. That is sort of the end condition of the games. Is what it is, and I apologize if that wasn't made.
Okay, how far away is the beacon?
The beacon, I would say, is about... Okay. Spend a light side point. Someone spend a light side point.
I will spend a light side point for us to slowly meander to the ground next to the beacon.
Kybax, you see that there's a wire hanging out that that Lina missed. You see as soon as you plug in the wire, this thing is...
sorry, what?
Kybax literally...
Absolutely
like
fucking
under,
not, my friend.
It's under the engine at an angle that there was no way that Lina could have
no
seen
way
it.
you could have seen it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
And Kybax just looks at it, reaches over, grabs the end of it, and goes, "Oh, click."
Oh my god.
Kybax, I'm going to ask you to make a...
Oh my god.
Kybax, I'm going to ask you to make an athletics check. Go ahead. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
This is so fucking Looney Tunes. Just like, oh, well, if I just plug this back in...
You said difficulty 2?
Yep.
I'm good at athletics.
Yeah, you jump on, you kick back up to speed 3. Who's going to try to catch the beacon?
Lina was
Who's in front of the
just
ship?
starting to loosen her grip when we hit it again. Just tighten back down.
What roll is it?
It's going to be a... Jack, I'm genuinely sorry. I didn't mean to make you think that the speeder was permanently toast. I was just saying, I was trying to make it funny. I'm sorry.
It did sound like our speeder was going to be disabled and that would cost us the game.
No. I'm not going to do that on a dark side point. I was just trying to make it... I was just trying to temper the badassness of this with how fucking silly it is. I'm so sorry. You're right. The tone is my responsibility, and I fucked up. Okay, it's gonna be a coordination check to grab the beacon as you go by.
That's either Vale or me, and I think it should be Vale.
It should be Vale.
Yeah, I believe Vale is in a sidecar.
Yep.
Vale do be in a sidecar.
Vale, go ahead and give me a coordination check. Difficulty of what's the other one? 3. Difficulty 3.
Now, if this fails, that just means the gods don't want us to get this beacon.
Yeah.
I'm going
Go ahead
to
and
take...
spin that.
Yeah. Spending...
Go ahead, yeah.
I love that we're just trading this one singular point back and forth.
Yeah, 100%. I have a funny feeling that maybe we're not using them right, but...
Well, it's just because we happen to be going 1 for 1 right now. In combat, it's easy for us to empty on either side.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a damn good roll. Thank you, Vale.
Hell yeah.
Very good.
Vale, you see target acquired, and you just reach a hand up, grab it, and you all go off the end of this Star Destroyer.
This is such like an anime moment. Like as the credits are coming in, it just bounces off, and just Vale reaches the hand up and grabs it, and then you hear the the ending theme start to cue in as the speeder descends.
Theme music power up.
Yeah.
Oh my God! They fixed the speeder! Don't you give it a donut! It's like they say this really long Japanese thing. I know exactly what you're talking about. This I did watch an anime before writing this.
I did watch an anime before. I'm just gonna have to call out that phrase right there.
No, he said before this.
Writing this.
Okay, I didn't catch that last bit there.
So you grab it. The speeder goes off the end of the Star Destroyer. I mean, you're going up. Ah! You guys are all What's everybody's mood as you go off the end of this Star Destroyer and are greeted with no ground beneath you?
Exhilaration.
Tybex just literally holds one hand in front of him and embraces himself. Fuck.
All right, Jack, I'm going
Cam-
to ask you for... Yeah, go ahead.
Cam is still in her flow state and is going to fuck with the repulsor settings to provide a more cushioned landing.
All right, go ahead and give me piloting planetary difficulty 3.
Holding on to
You
Tam
should
for
use the
everything she's
staggered thrusters for that.
Okay, difficulty 3.
Yeah.
Alright, I will spend a light side point.
Jack.
Yeah.
We've got the staggered thrusters to reduce that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Reduce the difficulty by 1.
All right.
Okay. And you're not going to spend back?
No, ma'am. No, sir. No, whatever you are.
Alright,
Sorry.
here we go. Oh my fucking...
Wow.
Okay,
What
hold
the
up.
fuck?
Camp, flow state. I got it. Fuck. Missed the button.
I just fucking love that. Like, I think light side points are a jinx for me. Cause I'm what, 3 for 3 now? That's amazing.
As the
Can I spend the 2 advantages to give party members boosts to not fall out of the speeder on impact?
Absolutely. Who would you like to give a boost die to?
Lina.
All right.
Look, I'm sorry, y'all, but that's my sister.
Oh, just
I
line
know,
up.
I get it. Just I'm really confused as to how this keeps happening.
You guys are doing rough. I'm gonna ask for resilience checks from each one of you in order to not fall out and hurt yourself very badly.
What's the difficulty?
It's gonna be. I mean, it has to be high, right?
Not
it's just-
necessarily.
it's gonna be difficulty 3.
Nice knowing y'all.
Yeah,
Before this,
yeah, nice
before
one.
this- Tam, Trev,
Yep.
Trev.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes.
I was gonna say, you're currently my seatbelt. If you fail,
No pressure, and I failed.
Oh God, you guys!
I have
Really?
one wrong. I mean,
Really?
Oh,
I'm gonna
I'm
spend a
really
light
sorry.
side point.
all right. Honestly, I'm thinking about just using force move to catch us.
This is amazing. This is
Can Lina do
amazing.
that? Can Lina do that?
can Sar do that? I think
Or,
it's
yeah, sorry.
What is your? All right. I will say if you want to use the force in this instance to, it's going to depend on your roll about because you can move what. The spend you would have to have a bunch of force die because if you're trying to grab each person.
Do you want me to just roll the force points first and then
Yeah,
see?
go ahead. Go ahead and let's see. Yeah.
Is it? Hello? Okay, I hit the thing twice and it hasn't popped up.
Should be 3 force die, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can click the above the chat box. You can click the little like silhouette of a dice and then do a free roll from that.
Yeah. I'm trying. It's
Oh.
not.
Okay.
Very refreshing.
Yeah, you might need to refresh.
Alright.
Fuck.
Everybody's sweating.
Vale's just watching us all leave our seats while he just sits there.
Am I the only one who put on my seatbelt?
He's sitting there and he's holding the beacon in one hand.
You guys ever seen the hit movie starring Aaron Eckhart and a bunch of other people, The Core?
Yes.
Of course.
You ever seen The Core? That's my dad's favorite movie.
Come
Oh,
on.
unfortunately-
All right.
You know, I
I'm
think
closing
I
out
might be
entirely.
older than your dad, Tyler. I think I might be older.
Let's let Jessa roll.
How many force die do you roll, Jessa?
3.
Can I roll that for you?
I want to.
Well, if it's not working, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it one more go. I'm joining the game
Oh,
session.
gotcha. You fully left. Okay.
I just closed out entirely to
Okay,
try to.
sounds good.
Okay, so. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want. Does this work? No, that's. Yeah, I don't know. It's not wanting to
I'm sorry.
do a roll.
Sorry, Jessa. I would be
there
happy
it
to roll
goes. I got
Oh,
it.
okay.
Sorry.
There we go. No, you're fine.
Okay, so 3.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
So that's 2 light side points, 2 dark side points.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do the math on because each of these people
Yeah,
are scale 1.
I'll figure it out. Okay. So how many people am I trying to catch? Because my chat got. Oh no, my chat's there. Okay.
Six.
Literally
total.
everyone except Vale.
Plus the
that's-
ship if you can.
So that's 6 targets.
Yes.
Right?
The ship
Okay.
is of silhouette 3.
Medium?
Yeah, silhouette 3, and then of course all the people are silhouette 1.
Okay. All right. So 1 to activate. 2 on magnitude gets me 5 targets, and then 1 in strength. I can get up to a silhouette 2.
Gotcha. Well, that would be enough to catch all of the players.
Yeah. Yeah, that I can do that.
All right.
Take 2 strain to do that.
You feel flash of anger and annoyance flood into your head as you spend. And is it light side points to activate or no? It's strain. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could use both, couldn't you?
No.
Yeah,
it's
no,
almost-
I have to
yeah.
spend 2 strain to convert the dark side points to light to be able to use them to activate.
Right,
Gotcha,
yeah, it has to be
gotcha.
strain. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So all of you are saved. You all feel sort of right before you. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, can I make a deception to try to make it, like, not obvious that I'm doing this? Like, as we're all kind of falling off, I'm gonna just kind of,
Yeah.
use the fact that we're all kind of falling to try to cover for the fact that I am doing force stuff.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give. Yeah, it's going to be a deception check. I'm going to say it's difficulty 3.
Okay.
Here, because that's the difficulty we rolled last time for your deception. I'm going to say just 1 setback. And I'm going to
Okay.
give you a boost.
Okay.
The setback because you're being currently looked at. There's a bunch of cameras watching you guys all conceivably fall to your death, and then boost because you're falling into your death, essentially.
Yeah, okay. Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't cover it up, but I succeeded on the actual not us not dying part.
Gotcha. You all float above the ground. The ship skids into the dirt. All right. Let's see what we get in terms of. So you fell from X height. Would someone please do me the honor of rolling 2d4, please? Are you serious? 2d. Wait a second.
That's 2d4, both ones.
It's reading as both 2s, huh? 2d4 is 4. That's weird. Could you roll them? Could you roll them separately for me? Because it's only.
Oh, it does.
One
It says both are 2, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's fine. 2d. Yeah. And 1. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's 3 hull trauma.
We're up to 7.
Yep. Minus 1 for the armor, which is 6. Ah, perfect. You are all miraculously okay, save from any wounds or strains from the fall. Sorry, you feel the force sort of wash over you. Leaves you with a familiar sense of fatigue. And you all turn and look to see your speeder sort of buried in the dirt a little bit. Okay.
I go over to start digging it out.
Yeah, let's... First priority, since everyone is safe, is getting that speeder back up and running.
You guys got a beacon! Yay! All right.
What the fuck is happening? We never roll like this.
It's
I'm
truly so good.
My proximity is causing things again.
All right.
As soon as we
you
touch
all
the
begin-
ground, Lina quickly extracts herself from Tam and runs away.
Yeah, you guys were set down on the ground together.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gone.
Full cowgirl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't
Full
know
on.
what that position is where a lady will be sitting with her legs behind, like, you know, like they do it in yoga.
Yeah, 100%.
No.
Tantric yoga, Jesus Christ.
Tantric yoga.
IMAX is digging the speeder out. Do I need to make an athletics check for that?
I will say, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check. It's just going to be difficulty. I'm going to say difficulty 2, just because there's some machinery stuck on the dirt here too that you need.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Anybody want to help Uncle Kybax with the dig?
I will provide untrained assistance, because I have no trained assistance in athletics.
I will give it
will
one more
attempt.
shot then.
Sounds good.
Athletics to dig.
There we go. That's
Oh,
how
but
we
what-
do it.
Athletics. What else is digging? What? Tell me what you would have rolled, Kyle.
I don't know yet.
For athletics.
Survival.
Survival. No.
It's like digging a well. You need to survive.
Hey, Tam,
Could
come
be
here a moment.
combination.
All right.
Lina starts to work on the speeder while that happens.
Cam puts her arm around Tam and sort of just like walks him away from the group for a bit. It's like, okay, so let's talk about you and my sister and taking advantage of certain situations. And as she's doing this, she very discreetly draws her pistol and presses it against his crotch.
Wait a minute. She climbed on me.
And
Not
you
the
were
other way
enjoying it
around.
too much.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to aggravate that. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I clicked the wrong thing. There's nothing on that thing. Everything's fine. Give me 1 second.
Okay. So, Tam,
Yeah. Fair enough. However,
Mhm.
I would say I reacted in the way that any red-blooded person would do.
not helping your cause.
Listen, I can't turn off my libido.
Jesus Christ!
I can.
Tam, put down a shovel.
Really effective off switch.
Good.
Right here.
Listen, Cam. I'll tell you what. I promise, I won't make a move. Ever. If you take that gun away, how about that?
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I won't make the first move ever. How about that?
She kind of taps it against him meaningfully, holsters it, pats him on the shoulder. Glad we had this talk. And she just turns and walks back towards the group.
God.
All right, Kyle. I'm so sorry for what's about to happen next.
Mhm.
Give me 1 second. Hang on 1 second.
There you go, mic check.
This is me. This is my mic.
All right, yeah, I think good.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna turn you up a little bit, buddy, just so I can make sure that I can hear you.
Yeah, I've got him cranked to 200.
All right, this works. Give me
You
one
say I'm
moment,
cranked up
everybody.
to 200?
Yeah, but I've always had you at 200 ever since you got that new setup.
By the
seems
way,
a
did
bit
we ever figure
ridiculous.
out what that other veil setting was?
Yep, we did. It's a future problem.
No, you didn't.
He yelled at me.
All right. As you all begin to dig out the thing, I am going to do something mean.
Uh-oh.
The commentators flash back on the tablet. Lina, you look down.
No.
Alrighty, and ladies and gentlemen, we have our final 2 teams. You heard it here first, folks. We are back down to our final 2 teams, and now comes time for the landing ceremony. Dun 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 dun. And you see cutting out to the big broadcast center. Just so you all know what that looks like. You see landing struts. All land, all sort of erect out the bottom, and this thing begins to land. You see that it in the middle of what looks to be a small lake. You see it sort of sets down, and the main bay opens on the bottom. You see just flush with the water, you see the landing pod opens. The landing bay doors open. Your task, as is specified, is now return your beacons to the broadcast center. Neither of you knows which has the most beacons, so the only way to figure it out would be to, I don't know, meet up in the middle somewhere, have a good lunch, or better yet, some death. Canned laugh track, laugh track, laugh track. So, can't make things too easy for you, though. And courtesy of our wonderful sponsors and of the Randone Militia, please enjoy your final course of entertainment. You all hear above you. I'm going to bring us to the map that I have already. One moment. All right. Everybody, thank you for holding so nicely. And you see up on the broadcasters, on the tablet, you see a buzz droid on the camera. You see it zooms out. They seem to be fitted with repulsor lifts to allow them to hover through the air. Zooming out further and further and further, you see your team's speeder sort of still crashed into the bottom, right underneath the Star Destroyer. Crawling out of the Star Destroyer, more buzz droids. All sort of click-clacking their way out. And they all seem to be headed towards your speeder. I'm going to ask everybody... Yeah?
Buzz droids, as in the things that were in Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Beginning? Okay, cool.
All right.
Cool.
I am going to ask everybody to please Roll initiative, please. Let me add an encounter.
Vigilance.
Vigilance, yes.
Ella's not in this scene.
Pull out.
No, I just didn't notice her.
Am I missing one?
Scene.
I'm missing Vale.
We're missing
aren't I?
Vale. Yeah.
Vale, you would have been by the ship, right?
Yeah, he was digging out, you mentioned.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's a very good roll for initiative.
I would like to hold on. Use. Where are you?
You said vigilance, right?
Yep.
I'd like to use. Well, it's not going to use that much help. Actually, never mind. Rapid reaction to increase that. Initiative roll by 1. So
A
it's
veil with a forced impacts.
yeah, instead of 0.03, it's 1.03.
It's 1 point. It will be 1.03. Okay.
Right, 1.03. I don't know how to change it, but
I really don't know how to change that either.
you know what? Forget it. I don't have to use it. It's not that big of a deal. I just wanted to make sure all of us had at least a fighting chance of going first.
Gotcha. Okay.
$1.03, you said? There you go.
How do you do that?
How'd you do that?
Right-click on it, update combatant.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I'll add
Well,
that to
I don't
strain.
think you have. You might not have access to that.
Yeah, no. I went on
that's
my
true.
admin account.
Yeah, I don't. Okay,
Oh,
thank
dear.
you.
Okay. Give me one moment, everybody.
Sorry, 5 and 3. I got 10.
Woo!
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I kind of figured out this would be how that works. Two or more silhouettes smaller.
Only you had an entire week to ask me for Buzz Droid tokens.
I was planning a wedding. God damn it.
It would take you zero effort to say, hey, Buzz Droid tokens, please. Okay, bye. Planning a wedding.
Thanks, Mom.
Can I go?
All right. Sure.
Let's see what I got here. Oh, that'll do it. Kyback's will. Doodle-doo. I want to get within close range of these guys. I basically have to get right on top of them to do that, right?
Into close range?
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
So it has to be within 12 meters.
Yeah. Okay. And in that case, that's and I'm going to take 2 strain to aim once. And I will. Does anybody mind if I spend a light side point here?
Never.
Go for it.
I never mind.
Yeah.
And I will activate the auto fire quality. Looks like I can activate that twice. So I'm going to do it twice to these guys. So that's 2 more rolls at increased difficulty each time.
Yes.
So that's HBR. So that's 2 criticals and just a fuck ton of damage.
All right.
I can't even. Okay, so that's 23 plus 17 is 40 points of damage.
23? You mean 33?
Oh yes, 33. So 50
Plus
points of
17.
damage.
50?
Yeah.
One
Right.
too many lots.
just a fuck ton. You destroyed me.
They are operating in groups. You're
You
not
killed
dead.
me.
Although if wishing made it so. Alright. I'm just kidding, but alright. Cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I just call out. Sorry. 3 and 5.
What?
3 o'clock.
3.
5
Oh,
o'clock.
yeah. Okay. She's like, oh, right, yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, did you just try to say that this is 3 o'clock?
Kind of. No, I'm sorry. 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Hey, that's 4 and 5, kind of, because that's 6.
14 plus 19, 23.
I'm bad at math, okay?
okay.
I never claimed to be good at it.
It's okay, we still love you.
Vale, go slicing and dicing.
Or whoever wants to go next.
True. Or whoever wants to go next.
Let's do it next. But if nobody does, I will.
Alright. Claim your slot, please.
Play my slot. On a maneuver, I can move 36 meters.
Yes.
Okay, so I can get engage range of that droid. I'm going for this one. Because it is closer to lineup.
No.
And Vale's going to just, as he runs past Lyda, just, I have you covered.
Be careful. As she turns to the husk of her fucking speeder.
It's still operational.
Yeah, it isn't.
Alright. That is 6 damage with the Vibra Sword.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep. Shing! You slice this Bud Droid right in half.
Why'd you get the setback? We fixed that arm.
I don't know why I have the setback. Does the droid have armor?
Oh, right.
It does have 1 melee, 1 range defense.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, I should have had a setback dice then.
It truly couldn't matter less. Alright. Vale, is that your turn?
I mean, I could suffer, what is it, 2 strain to take another maneuver?
Yep.
That's right, yep.
I'm not going to, though. I'm hoping that my proximity to the droids keeps them focused on me. So yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna spend 3 of my advantages from my last HBR shot to, my 3 advantages for my last 2 to lower my strain. Forgot to do that.
All right. Who would like to go next?
Sorry, Tam.
I mean, I can go. I can go.
Yeah, I'm fine letting y'all go. I don't.
Okay. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Uh-oh, what did I do? That's not what I wanted to do.
What did you do?
What did I do? Is this it?
Get off of your drawing.
No.
Buddy.
There we go. Well, wait a minute. Why does it keep making it again? Oh,
No,
Lord.
Go on your. Make sure the person in the top left-hand corner is highlighted, and then you want the measure distance. Are you on the draw?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
So I need 36 or below to be medium range, or...
That's right. You need to be within 36 meters.
Okay. This guy's gone, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And technically, these are groups.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. I'm going to... I'll just move forward, I guess. 2 meters. There we go. And fire at these guys. Right here. I'm going to use aim. And because I've got column, I don't add setback dice. And because they haven't gone, I add 2 extra boost die.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go. Let's do this.
We're hyper competent at combat. Shit at everything else.
Yeah.
I spent a bunch of skill points to try to be better at non-combat things.
I know.
Starts to raise her hand and then goes quiet.
Aim is a boost die as well, right?
Aim adds a boost die. You got to spend a maneuver for it. So you need
Yeah.
to do 2 strain if you wanted to aim.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do that then. Okay.
Hey!
Hey, and it's advantages, not successes for criticals, right?
Correct. You can crit and then use one of those advantages to give yourself back a strain.
Oh, that would be great because
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
low
it's-
on strain.
You have to. Yeah, 4 advantages would be a critical hit.
Okay. Let's do that then. Actually, for me, it would be 3. Because my I have that ability that lets me lower the crit
Yeah.
level from 3 to 2. So I would need 3, so I have 2 extra advantages.
Gotcha.
Oh. Well, in that case,
Um,
you can get back 2 strain.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to do a crit on these guys. And what do I need to do for the crit?
Nothing. It actually just happens because these are minion level foes. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe out this group.
Woo! Sorry, I got a little excited there.
Shoot the thruster on one, and it crashes into the other 2.
Absolutely. Took the words right out of my mouth. All right. Who would like to go next?
I'll go ahead and go.
Perfect.
All right. For a maneuver, I will hit the wrong button on my keyboard and open the start menu.
Cool.
I will move
Done.
here. All right, and I will take a pot shot at one of those buzz droids.
All right.
All right. Away we go. I would
Those are
like to
missed.
spend 2 advantages to give the next person a plus boost die on their attack.
Perfect. Go ahead and claim your slot, and then we'll move on.
Oh, right.
Who would like to go next?
Sorry,
Well,
you're
it's
up.
got to be sorry.
Oh, I didn't claim my slot, did I? I'm sorry.
Yes, you did.
No, you
Thanks for whoever. Thanks. Oh, okay.
Well, I think I did it, but next time.
Thanks for whoever did that. Yeah, thank you, Tyler.
Okay. What's the little icon mean again on these?
The little icon, the little skull guys, they're dead.
Yeah.
Dead,
Okay.
dead.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We did give Sari a disruptor so that she could
Yeah.
kill them without. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to. Yeah.
Got to be within a short range for the disruptor.
Am I how?
You can get there.
Within 12 meters.
Okay. Can I move?
Yes, for a maneuver you can move. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have
Can I do-
chips, I forgot.
That's always such a great moment.
So how do I actually use my? Oh, there we go.
Double right click your target and then click
Yeah, I did.
the little icon on your gun.
Why do I have a setback?
Oh,
They
right.
have a range
Yeah.
defense.
Okay. So difficulty 2.
Difficulty 1.
I think.
Oh,
Because you're
okay.
close. Oh my god.
Look, I'm not super good at this whole shooting thing.
Yes.
Oh well.
Line up. Or
I'm
is
going
that
to-
the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool.
Line is going to ignore the blaster fire and buzzsaws and vibroblades and start fixing our speeder. Because there is no chance in hell this is all the droids they have.
Get out of my head, Kyle.
Line is smarter than both of us.
All right. In order to fix the speeder, you are going to require an athletics check to dig it out.
I did that.
You failed.
He
And then I
did a
succeeded.
second one.
Gotcha.
You let me do a second one, and I succeeded.
Well, that's what I get for being nice. All right. You see the speeder is in need of some significant repair. In order to get the engines running, I'm going to ask you for another difficulty 3 mechanics check. I'm going to upgrade difficulty by 1. And yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna love the day I stop fixing you. She's going to spend those advantages. Oh, good, it's running. Okay. I'd like to actually spend those advantages on reducing my strain.
All right.
Does that repair any of the hull trauma?
Just gets the ship to turn on.
Oh, good. Good.
Good enough.
Yeah, and seeing the broken pile of buzz droids, she is going to move to the other side and take cover as her maneuver.
All right.
I'll work from this side.
On their turn, the 2 remaining buzz droids
Leave.
zoom past Sari and Vale and immediately attach to the speeder.
Oh, you
Uh-oh.
son of a bitch.
God.
They were programmed for a purpose. The purpose is not to kill y'all.
No. This thing is held
One moment,
together
everybody.
with faith.
Oh.
Good news is they only
All
get
right.
one turn.
Bad news is
Well-
they get one turn.
They do, in fact, get 1 turn. And for their attacks, for their specific action with the integrated in saws, each of them get a roll. All right. So, here's the thing, Buzz Droids, and I'm going to need you to listen. Literally, you are only programmed to do this. Let's be clear. No other thing are you meant to do. You have a drill in your hands and a saw in your hands. All you got to do, hit the speeder. Now, be that as it may, they simply have to. So it's difficulty 2 because they're in melee with the ship. They only roll 1 die that I will then spend to upgrade.
Can
Alright,
we
guys.
spend to increase the difficulty?
I don't think you can actually.
To upgrade the difficulty, which we have done before.
Yeah, you can spend
hold up.
light side for that.
I have some plans for at least 3 light side points.
Oh.
Well, we have 5.
Technically, right now we have 4.
But that still does leave us 1 to play with.
Yes.
So let's do it.
So, are you guys spending to upgrade?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I love the concept of lose benefit of prior maneuver when all they did was move. Technically, they would zoom back to their start point.
Are you gonna spend upgrade again?
Well, you did just spend at us, which means we have 4 again. So yes.
Also like to spend that threat for 1 strain against the first buzz droid.
Doesn't that kill it?
No.
No, it's just mean.
It does inflict a wound on it, though.
Yeah, that.
He chipped his blade.
I can fix that.
Actually.
I love there's just the idea of Lina seeing a droid attacking something she's trying to fix. That droid damages itself, and her first instinct is, "Oh, I can fix that."
If you stop attacking my little shot, yeah, I can fix that. That's the trade.
All right.
Trade offer.
Here we go.
You stop, I fix you.
1 yellow, 1 red, 1 purple.
Come on. Yes.
I would like to spend that threat.
Yes.
Oh.
Tyler, I'm sorry.
Are you, though?
A little bit, yeah.
At the top of the initiative order,
Veil.
some shit happens.
Oh.
Crawling out of the wreck. Not dead buzz droids.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Okay, maybe I'll go first. If I can get this thing running, we can leave.
Yeah, I'll go second.
I'll go 3rd.
Who's on 4th?
And I don't know's on 3rd.
Sorry, hang on. I need to.
No,
hang
who's
I
on
need to-
1st?
Yes, I know.
Well, if I get this thing running,
I was just
your turns are to
continuing
get it.
the yoke.
No, I know. As was I.
Who's the tank?
Naturally.
God, I love that skit.
Oh. All right. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yes.
I will claim it, and I will continue doing whatever I need to. What is currently stopping us from using the speeder? I've got the engines running. Is there any other damage that I can fix right now?
I think us not being on the speeder is the one
that
thing.
I can work with.
No, there's nothing else.
Sweet. The line is going to climb up in the seat, draw the care, aim at this little fucker.
Yep.
We need to go. Now.
Oh my god.
Okay. Fun things. Can I activate the equality without actually hitting?
No.
I don't think so. All right, I'll spend the advantages on strain recovery. We need to go like now. Also get these off my.
I was gonna.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to use my Let's Ride ability to get into the driver's seat as a free action.
Okay.
As a maneuver, I will aim at this fucker, and my action will be to fucking shoot him.
All right.
As a maneuver?
I aim at him as a maneuver, and my action will be to fucking shoot him.
Oh, okay.
I'll activate the crit. And I still have advantages, so I will give a boost die to the next person to roll an attack roll. No.
All right. Let me just ask a question. Are you guys going to get on the ship?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
You get on the ship and leave.
Okay. Can I spend 3 light side points
Sure.
for our rivals to have had their speeder bike completely fucking disassembled by the buzz droids before they could ever make it near the landed thing?
Quote a page for me. Where's this shit coming from?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Also,
No.
you can use light side points to create story alterations that are advantageous, and I can't imagine a more advantageous story alteration than that.
Introduce facts, events, or items in small but meaningful ways. By spending 3, one would argue that it would be in a, small, medium, large, meaningful way.
Hey, GM, if we spend 8 of our light side points, could we all
Win.
go home?
If that's an
Hey,
option,
GM.
Lino, we'll spend that.
Hey, GM.
Okay.
Hey, GM. Could I spend all 18 of my light side points? We actually rolled really well on our destiny pool. Could we? Could we drive to your house and shoot you in your face, Tyler? Could we solve world hunger? No.
You can
No,
say
you can't
no.
spend. No, you cannot.
Can we spend 3 light side points to say they are damaged and slower than us?
Here's the problem. Based on the announcement that was made, even if they're slower, if they have more beacons than us, they're still going to win if they get there after us. Basically, unless we know we have more beacons than them, we can't stop. And
How many beacons do we have?
We have 7. Our 4, the Mando's 3. Nope, we have 8 now.
Yeah, and we have no way of knowing how much they have gained in the time between after we heard that we were in the lead.
Yep.
We have no way to know. So basically, we just have to go there and hope.
Either that or we go after them.
All right.
That or we go after them.
Give me just one moment. I'm going to take a bio break. I'll be right back.
We could make the spend for we find out where they are because we see them on the pad.
We head towards the endpoint, but we stop far enough off and either wait or catch them.
I am not a fan of fighting them because of how damaged our hull already is.
Without fighting them, we don't know if we're going to win. I mean, we can go for it. Mathematically, we're there. If they took out, let's see, there were 5 teams left, 3 are gone. We took out 1 and didn't get their beacons, assuming that we were supposed to have 5 beacons by this point. they could have upwards of 13 beacons.
Yeah, but if we fight and lose our speeder before they do, we lose.
Well, that's why I said get close.
Implying they're not going to start shooting us.
True.
Which they will, because they're villains.
I think we'll beat them, but, maybe that's just my hopefulness.
Yeah, our speeder is, like, turbo-fucked.
To be fair, theirs should be as well. They've been doing the same random bullshit we are. For a balanced fight, they should be as fucked up as we.
I'm not willing to bet that.
I mean, I kind of agree. We've been rolling really badly today, specifically, and I think that it's below average. We've taken some really bad damage because of it.
Also, well, I trust Tyler to have accounted for the people being fucked up. Whether or not his speeder is fucked up is probably an oversight.
Mm-mm. Okay, I'm AFK. I'm still listening in, but I'll be back.
And from a metagame standpoint, chances are good we don't have the beacons to win. I don't know if that's accurate, but I know if I was in his shoes, this would be set up as, play my game or lose. I would love to just zoom in. Kybax, Vale, any thoughts?
The only thing I can think to do is do a spin so that we know exactly where they are and the direction that they're heading, so that we can move to intercept them.
Diego?
My thought was going to the finish, but not finishing and setting up some kind of ambush.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am, too.
If we get
Yeah, we
there
don't-
first, there's nothing in the rules that say Lina can't break the thing, so they can't put theirs in.
God,
They do outnumber us.
just gunk it up.
There is nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play basketball.
Oh. That's so dumb, I love it.
I like the ambush idea. Oh, he's back. He's heard this shit.
Huh?
Go away, we're scheming.
Okay.
I'm
Come
still
back.
AFK if you guys need me, but I'm listening in. I'm still AFK. I'll be right back.
Oh, I was wondering what that noise was.
Hmm.
Apparently at some point I bumped the lever that controls whether or not my ice machine in my fridge is on.
Oh.
But it's not hooked up to a water source, so every once in a while it just makes a clunk noise.
Hmm.
It do be clunking.
Indeed.
Clunk, 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 clunk. All right. So, as you all board the speeder, and make your way to that's a good question. Yeah, where are you guys heading? I suppose some information would be good here for you. You see the commentators. Sorry, I'm vamping. I'm trying to find where I'm at. Okay. The commentators look up and say, in order to aid in the player's apprehension and allow for some next steps to go on, how about a map? Lina, on your tablet, you see what looks to be a map on your data pad. A couple of things to point out. You see where you are currently is in the patch on the right.
Okay.
The little highlighting thing with the lines heading through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call out a couple of other things. You see a river with some low marshlands, heading down to some low marshlands, and a lake. A little lake in the middle. I will tell you that is where the little circle in the middle of the map is where the broadcast center has landed. You see blipping up at you. You see that is where the locator beacon is taking you. However, you see that the commentators leave the screen. However, not announced to you is another thing. Not announced over the broadcasters. Broadcasters don't mention it. They don't go anything. They go to running commentary and go off the feed. Go ahead and spend a light side for me.
What if I already figured out the answer?
The other ping is directly below you. You see the little ship icon below you?
Mm-hmm.
You see that whole shape looks very familiar to you, Lina. That looks like an MC-80. Floating right by, and actually right around the same area, kind of standing right on top of that ship, is another ping. You see that it's BC, the initials BC, and you see a little locator beacon. Blip, 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 blip.
Okay. Cameron, we got a map now, and she turns the tablet over. It's like if I was kind of paying attention, and I think I'm right. The directly south of us is the ship that we're trying to get to, but in the middle is the end, and I think they're at the ship.
Are they
So
moving?
This is not great to scale. We're too zoomed out to see any real movement, except over a course of time. So they could be moving around and it wouldn't really translate.
All right, so what do we want to do?
Well, she switches to the internal comms. If we care about winning, we should go to the middle. If we care about helping the Republic, we should go to the ship.
You think they're trying to breach the defenses?
I don't know. I mean, the entire Randon militia is supposed to be protecting that.
Let's get going.
Yeah, because if the militia's supposed to be preventing anyone from snooping around, why is their beacon over there? All right, let's go.
They will likely see us coming after a while when our beacon starts moving towards them. Okay.
So just to be clear, you guys are heading to the MC-80?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless their beacon starts to move to the center of the map, we need to get to them either way for the beacons. So yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a cool or it's a cool check, right?
Yeah.
For strain?
Cool or discipline.
Cool or discipline.
Or
Yep.
discipline.
For all of us?
All of you, if you have strain to recover.
Okay. No, 0 difficulty, right?
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
difficulty 0, yeah.
What's the roll
Yeah.
again?
It's either cool or discipline. This is for us getting your strain back.
Okay.
And the number of successes tells you how much strain you get back.
That is correct.
I just realized I never gave myself the 5 XP from last time on the character sheet, fixing that.
Oh boy.
All right. Anybody else rolling?
No, I'm full.
Same.
Yep.
All right. Yep. Vale, you get 3. Sorry, you get 3 strain back, and then Tam, you get 1 strain back. You all make your way over to the MC-80. You guys are pretty tired. Some of you have injuries. Most of you are pretty much back down to baseline, though, here. Give me just one moment for me. Okay. Is there anything that you would like to do en route in terms of preparation? Is there anything you want to go over in terms of planning before? Is there anything equipment-wise you wanted to talk about? Anything like that?
You want me to scope out with the recon remote before we actually get there?
It's faster than we are, yeah.
Yeah, then that's what I do.
All right. You all slow down to get to the speed where the recon remote can be still effective while you're still moving forward. The recon remote hovers over where you were all hovering, and you can sort of see at the distance of your vision, you see the MC-80. You see that in order to soften the landing as much as you possibly can, you see that they flared out upon entering Atmo. This means that they sort of came in not ass first, but they struck their engines, their back set of engines, along, and they scraped along. You see this big long scrape across the countryside, sort of where it's coming from. You see the engines are pretty much torn to shreds. The back of the MC-80 is you do see several sites that could be used as breach areas. Outside of that, if you have any specific questions for me about the site itself, Kybax, go ahead and make me a perception check. See what you can see.
Okie dokie. What's the difficulty on that?
We'll say difficulty. We'll just say difficulty 1. It's pretty far out, but it's a MC-80 that's crashing into the dirt.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right. Well, and Kybax, you're sitting. Okay. Yeah, I will say.
I can pull up the tablet so anyone else can look.
Yeah, if anybody, one other person can make a perception roll, difficulty 1 for me.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Jesus fuck.
Great help.
Jeez.
Okay.
We are
All
just having
advantage,
a
but-
day.
You know, nothing actually doing. Oh.
Okay. You guys see that the main way of getting into the ship with those failed rolls is going to be in the back. You don't see any obvious signs of any other external openings. Getting in through the ruin portion of the back of the ship is going to be your best bet. You all relay this over to Cam. Cam, you see that in order to sort of avoid some obstacles in front of you, you have to sort of take a long, like a kind of a left turn and sort of arc your way to the back of this ship. Okay. Give me just one moment, everybody.
No, now, immediately.
Yeah, immediate. No. Okay. I just need to get my... Ooh.
AFK again for like 3 seconds. Hold on.
Yep. Hey, Kyle. This first map here,
Yep.
are we sure on the scale of it? I'm just...
Use the doorways as the scale. All doorways are approximately 2 meters.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yep.
That works.
That's how I do scaling. Doorways will always be 1 to 2 meters, depending on,
The makeup of
the makeup,
quality
the
of the
makeup,
ship.
big
thing.
hallway, small room, kind of thing. So yeah,
Okay,
all
gotcha.
of
I just need
these
to...
are about a 2 meter doorway.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, give me just one moment. I have to do some additional setup things here. My apologies, everybody. Just I'm slightly unprepared here. Ah. So sorry, everybody. Just need to... Fail. Okay, great. Yes. So is there any other strategizing or any other planning that you would like to do right now? Or are we good to move on?
I would like to, while we're in transit, before we picked who was sitting where, I'm going to stick Tam on one of the outriders and put Vale in the front seat. Lina's going to tinker on him, see if she can't fix some of that extra damage. I can do a normal medicine check to hopefully increase his wound capacity.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, go ahead whenever you're ready. Make that check here.
And can I spend... Combat 2. I want to know if I can spend... Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to upgrade with light side. Difficulty?
Difficulty for the medicine check for him to recover wounds. His difficulty, he's at 5 wounds, so it should just be difficulty 1, but let me double check.
Is Diego, were you counting up or down? Is that 5 wounds left or 5 wounds total?
5 wounds total.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you have just difficulty 1.
Okay, cool. Let's get you into fighting shape. How do you work?
Ah!
You're not man. You're not machine. Be one. Vale is vexing.
Hey guys, just gonna be back here. So this is gonna be a longer phone call than I thought. I am gonna I'm gonna go ahead and probably just call the session here.
Okay.
It's
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's good. I just need to talk to her here. But
Okay.
all right. But you guys have a good rest of your night. We will everybody take there were 2 encounters. Everybody take 10 experience, and then we will be back next Sunday.
All right. Well, I did
All
have
right.
fun.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah, this was a
indeed.
comedy of errors, but we had fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
All right. See you
See ya.
guys.
See you later. Bye.
All right. See you later.
All right. So,
It was outro
Anyone
form.
wanna play Helldivers, I guess?
Outro, and bye bye.